Hello and welcome back to the Colorado Rockies franchise, where last time we took on the Astros and Phillies, splitting with the Astros, losing the series to the Phillies. We also traded CJ Cron to the Brewers. He actually has more home runs with them than he did with us. We got a nice catching prospect here in Mario Feliciano, who is not the greatest in anything, but he's pretty well rounded. Hopefully he can develop and become a impact player at the major league level at some point. Sitting in last place here in the division, we're actually going to take on the two teams just ahead of us in the standings, starting with the Giants in a 3-game series. We'll see you for game number 1 here. 7-14 Rockies taking on the 9-13 Giants here at Oracle Park. Cole Sturgeon still looking for his first major league hit, taking on Johnny Cueto, who absolutely killed us the last time he faced us, but has not gotten off to the best start besides that game. Cole Sturgeon, leading off, actually, is going to strike out, making that his 6th strikeout in 9 at-bats. He is not off to the best start in his major league career. Trevor Story is going to get a 1-out walk, though, and McMahon, he's going down swinging at that curveball. 2 away, it would bring Fuentes to the plate. Giants would do a pitch out, thinking Story's going to steal, and he would actually take off on the next pitch, but Fuentes would fly out, and we'll head to the top or bottom of the first. John Gray taking the hill for the Rockies. 0-2 with a 5.85 ERA and a 1.65 WHIP. Not really getting it done so far. Listella hitting leadoff is going to line this to the right center gap. Could be cut off though by Hampson pretty nicely. The usual second baseman out here in center field. Just be a leadoff double though for Listella. Steven Duggar is going to hit a foul ball here, a near home run. If you remember him from the AAA game we watched, he was down there playing on the other team, and he hit a grand slam against us, just missing a home run there, and then strikes out in the next pitch, though. Solano going to fly in foul territory here. Sturgeon's going to barely miss making a nice play there. And with extra life, Solano, the runner in scoring position, is going to fly to center field, but the speedy Hampson's going to get in and retire him. Dickerson's going to walk, bringing up to the plate Wilmer Flores, who's going to ground to the third baseman. McMahon, he's going to miss the bag there at third, but he's still going to get the out at first. And we'll head to the top of the second, where Blackman's leading off. He's going to ground it past Brandon Belt for a leadoff base hit. Hard hit ball, and Owings is going to pop out here to center field to Duggar. But with another runner on base for the Rockies, can they do anything? Well, Hilliard's going to ground this one past Bells as well, which would bring Diaz to the plate. He's going to strike out in the fastball. The number 9 hitter up now. Rockies need him to do something. He's going to chop to the third baseman Longoria. He's going to throw to second, but still get the out as the Rockies strand 2. John Gray is striking out Belt here with a slider. Belt gets tangled up on that. And he's also going to go back to that slider here to strike out Posey, retiring the first 2 guys via strikeout. Evan Longoria is actually going to join them, as John Gray is going to strike out the side here in the top or the bottom of the second. And we're going to jump to the top of the fourth, where Fuentes is going to fly to right field here and just miss getting at least a double, if not more. Nice catch there by Yastrzemski, running into the wall, but Blackman going to get a 1-out double. This one's going to roll all the way to the wall. Very hard hit ground ball there. Chris Owings is going to walk, bringing it to the plate Hilliard, who has 1-for-1 with that base hit past Belt. He's going to line this one over the right fielder's head. It's going to hit off the wall. Owings is going to be right on Blackman's tail, and they're both going to score, actually, as this is going to be a 2 RBI triple, giving the Rockies a 2-0 lead. Diaz going to get a ground ball third, which would drive the runner from third home, making this a 3-0 lead. And I head to the bottom of the fourth. John Gray still pitching pretty well, getting a chopper right back to him to get Dickerson out. Wilmer Flores, who grounded out to third with the runners in scoring position, is going to fly out here for out number 2. Brandon Belt swinging at another slider, this time outside, striking out. He has not looked the best today. Not made any great plays in the field, and he's striking out a bunch. Leadoff base hit here for Story. McMahon, though, striking out again, this time on the changeup. Fuentes, with one away, gonna line this one past Belt, who just cannot seem to make a play over there at first. I mean, those are hard-hit balls, but that'd be all for Cueto, as the Giants calling Logan Webb. Trevor Story at second. Blackman's going to make a fly out here to the left fielder on the shoestring catch. And Owings would fly to left as well. The Rockies would leave 2 on. Still have a 3-0 lead. John Gray's pitching well, so guess that's all right, as he's going to strike out the first 2 hitters of this bottom of the 5th. He's also going to strike out Yastrzemski here as he strikes out the side again. 2 times he's done that this game. Going into the bottom of the 6th. Lestell's getting a leadoff base hit to right field. Duggar is going to watch a wild pitch, moving the runner to scoring position. So now John Gray, who's been moving along pretty well, all of a sudden has to hunker down. He strikes out Duggar, gets Solano to fly to right field, but Sturgeon cannot make the play. Another missed dive chance for him, unfortunately. And this is going to be a 1-out double. Runners at second and third. Dickerson's going to get a hold of this. But it's going to be a fly out to center field, being a sac fly, making this just a 2-run lead for the Rockies. Wilmer Flores with another chance at a runner in scoring position. He's going down looking. The 10th strikeout of the game for John Gray. What a great performance for him today. The Rockies absolutely needed that. Sturgeon's going to get his first major league hit, finally, as this one just gets him down in front of Dickerson. In his 11th plate appearance, he was 0 for his first 10, but finally gets it done. Good for him, the 29-year-old rookie. Trevor Story going to ground into a near double play here. Flores makes a nice flip behind the back, but a good slide from Sturgeon to break that up. McMahon watches a strike, but Story's going to steal second, get in a scoring position. McMahon's going to ground out, though, on the next pitch. Fuentes in a 1-2 count. He's going down swinging, leaving Story in scoring position. Oliver Perez is going to be called upon out of the pen here. And he's not pitched the greatest, but he is striking out Belt here to start things. Belt goes down on the slider for the 3rd time in this game. Buster Posey's going to fly out to shallow left field. Hilliard to be there for out number 2. Perez threw first 2 outs pretty nice, and he gets a hard-hit ground ball, but gets a 3rd out. The Giants are going to call Jose Alvarez out of the pen, another lefty who's been struggling. But for the Giants, though, this is going to be a leadoff base hit for Blackman. A slow roller just getting through. Chris Owings is going to ground it to Belt, who's going to knock it down, but his misplay is going to prevent a double play and a good hard slide from Blackman. Flores would be okay, but that's a good tough slide. Jonathan Dawes is going to pinch hit for Hilliard, hoping to do something. And a full count, runner taken off. Dawes is going down looking. Owings would steal second, though, avoiding the strike him out, throw him out. Hampson's going to hit this one off of the pitcher after Diaz would walk, loading the bases for Cole Sturgeon, who's going to hit this one down to the third baseline, but it's going to land just foul. Tough luck there, and this is actually the 11th pitch of the at-bat. He's going to hit it, and it's going to be caught by a diving Yastrzemski. Tough luck, more tough luck for Cole Sturgeon. Trevor Story is going to start the top of the 9th here. We're going to jump ahead with a leadoff double to the left center gap. Ryan McMahon, he's going to ground to the third baseman Longoria, though, being the first out of the inning. John Berebi is actually the pitcher for the Giants, as Fuentes is going to line this to the right center gap. It's going to be cut off nicely by Duggar, but this is still going to be an RBI double for Fuentes, making this a 3-run ball game again. We're going to head to the bottom of the 9th now. Rockies still have just a 3-run lead, so it's a save chance for Daniel Bard, who is 3 for 4 on those. The only time he blew the save, though, he actually got the win. It's going to be a leadoff base hit for the Giants. Flores is going to also get a base hit, making runners at first and second with nobody out. Daniel Bard in a tough spot here. Deep fly ball from Brandon Belt, who struggled all day, but he just misses this one. It's going to be a fly out to the warning track. being the first out. Runners first and third. Posey's going down looking. Bard, 1 out away now from getting out of this and getting the save. Rockies win. He's got a ground ball to McMahon, who's going to make the play. As the Rockies win 4-1. Got 11 hits. Nice job, Daniel Bard, getting out of his own mess. Cole Sturgeon getting his first major league hit. Blackman with the 3 hits. Good game all around, pretty much. John Gray was fantastic on the mound, though. Has to be the player of the game with his 10 strikeouts. We would win game number 2 and lose game 3. Austin Gomber pitched game 2. We'll take a look at the box score here. Just a 2-0 ball game. Chris Owings had 2 hits. Tapia finally had a couple of hits. Bowden actually got the save chance and he got completed it for his first of his career. He would lose game 3 6-1. 2 hits from Story, including a home run. Not a good game all around. Sensatella was okay, not the best though. Also want to talk about Kyle Freeland, who made his first little appearance in AAA there, hoping to rehab, a little rehab start. He should be back after maybe one more of those. We're gonna head to this Diamondbacks series where we'd win game 1 6-2. 11 hits again for us. Cole Sturgeon getting 2. We had 4 home runs. Felix went 6 innings, but a blown save from Bowden there made us. Hernandez could not get the win. We're going to jump into game number 2. This will be the game we'll watch. 10-15 for the Rockies, taking on Zach Gallen, the struggling righty. It's probably their ace at this point. Tapia going to start things by striking out in the circle change. Trevor Story, he's going down swinging as Gallen already looks like he's in control. Blackman going down swinging the side, getting struck out in the first. Never a good sign. German Marquez, he's been terrible. He's supposed to be our ace, but needs to turn things around now so he can, be better going into May. Tim LaCastro going to ground this up the middle. The speedster is going to be thrown up by Story. He makes a great play here. Nick Ahmed, the defensive shortstop, going to hit a deep fly ball, but it would stay in the yard. So Ramiro Tapia records out number 2. So both pitchers getting a 1-2-3 as Ketel Marte is going to ground out to Story. We're actually going to jump ahead to the top of the 4th as nothing was really going on. Story going to hit a ground ball to third baseman here. There's Drupal Cabrera for out number 1. Bringing Charlie Blackman to the plate. He struck out his first time up, but this time he's going to get a hold of this circle change and send it out of here, actually. Giving the Rockies a 1-0 lead. Get a second look at that. He got way underneath of that, but went 428 feet just to the left of that hot tub out there in the right center field. McMahon's going to strike out in the circle change as we're going to end the top of the 4th, but got a 1-0 lead. German Marquez now trying to pitch a scoreless bottom of the 4th to keep this 1-0 lead. He's going to get a nice play there from Brendan Rodgers at second to start things. Marte's going to get a line drive base hit up the middle, though. Getting some traffic on the bases. Peralta, though, going to ground into a 3-6-3 double play. Marquez through 4, and now we're into the 6th. Nunez going down swinging at the cutter. Gallen's been fantastic besides that one mistake. Tapia just misses a home run. Still a 1-0 ball game because of that. Tapia going to just ground it to the first baseman for out number 2. 102 pitches now for Gallen. Trevor Story going to look ugly on this one, grounding out to the second baseman. Bottom of the 6th now, Carson Kelly up. Marquez only at 76 pitches. Ground ball up the middle, though. He hung a knuckle curve there. Cabrera, the 9-hitter, is going to walk, so he's pitched himself into danger now. Tim LaCastro, who's 0-for-2, going to line this one between the first base, second baseman. And now we got the bases loaded and nobody out. Sturgeon's throw up the line there, so if the runner would have went, he might have scored. Nick Ahmed going to fly out to shallow right field here. The runner is halfway down the third baseline, so he has to just retreat. Now Marte up with 1 away, and the base is still loaded. He's going to get underneath of it. Pretty deeply hit. Sturgeon's going to attempt to throw the slow runner out at home. Throw is up the line, but a great tag from Nunez gets him. What an incredible tag. Lucky for Sturgeon, as both of his throws were up the line. If you remember earlier in the inning, his throw had been up the line. But great great tag team effort there. Rockies keep their 1-0 lead. Alex Young would take the mound for the Diamondbacks. And Blackman's going to get a leadoff double there. Fuentes is going to go down looking, though, with the sinker. McMahon going down swinging. Now there's 2 away. Bringing up this Cole Sturgeon, who's 0-2 on the game. Looking like his stuff is not carried over to this one. He swings and misses at that. They strand a leadoff double at second there. Marquez going to walk the leadoff hitter Peralta at the bottom of the 7th. And he's going to give up a line drive base hit to right. And that's going to be all for Marquez. Exactly at 100 pitches, they're going to call in Ben Bowden to try to keep this 1-0 lead and get out of another jam. He's been great against lefties, but struggled versus righties. And he's actually going to face a lefty to start things here. And Cole Calhoun, who's going to go down swinging at the changeup for out number 1. Eduardo Escobar, he's going to fly out or pop out in the infield here to Ryan McMahon. And with 2 away, it looks like Ben Bowden's in control. Carson Kelly's going to hit a line drive over the leaping glove of McMahon. It's going to be misplayed by Hilliard. And the game's going to be tied at 1 because of that. After 2 quick outs from Bowden, Hilliard misplays a ball. It was a hard hit line drive, but you can't do that. Oh, man, tough. Now we got a tie game again. And they're still out here with runners in a runner in scoring position. But Bowden would avoid the broken bat there and make the play, keeping it tied at 1. Alex Young still out here. We're in the top of the 9th. Story gets a hold of one, but gets underneath of it, flying out to center field for the first out. Charlie Blackman, who's the only run of the game for the Rockies, is going to hit a fly ball to the left. Going to be 2 away quickly. Fuentes in a full count after a long at bat is going to ground out to the third baseman. So now the Rockies got to try to force extra innings and stop the Diamondbacks from walking things off. Perez is going to be called upon out of the pen, facing Christian Walker. He's in a righty, and he's actually going to get a shallow fly ball here for the first out. So it looks like a good start for Perez here. Rockies need to force extra innings. Cole Calhoun up. He's going to get under it and hit a fly ball here. But this one somehow is just going to keep carrying out of here. And the Diamondbacks are going to walk off winners. Cole Calhoun's 5th home run of the season. Tough loss for the Rockies. Only could muster the 1 run. 1 misplay by Hilliard in left field there makes the Diamondbacks winners 2-1. 2 hits from Blackman, and that was it. It was the only 2 hits of the ball game. Everybody else didn't get a single one. Perez gets the loss. Marquez was pretty good, except for towards the end. He'd actually take game 3 and lose game 4. Here's game 3, which we won 4-1. Trevor Story had 2 hits. John Gray pitched well again. Nice to see that. Back-to-back outings on him. Bard would get the save, his 5th. Game 4 of the series, we would lose 7-6. Another tough 1-run game loss, which Gomber was not his best in, and Gibbons would take the L. Next time we take on the Giants and Cardinals, and we head into May now. We're also going to start the AA season, so look forward to that. We'll have to take a look at their park that I recreated. So we'll see you then. See you next time.